welcome to my channel. My name is Charmaine, and today I have a Halloween book haul for y'all. I am so excited! So I haven't actually really been buying books since about July. Like, I entered a couple of raffles where I won a couple of times. I just hosted a raffle myself, so like part of these books that I'm going to be showing you are from that raffle. And I ended up buying myself Once Upon a Book Club box, which is last year's Halloween box. So I have no clue what's in here. There's presents in here that go along with the book. I know that for sure, but I don't know which book it is that's in here. And I figured I had all of these like Halloween books that came in, and I was like, well, I'll just do a little Halloween haul for y'all, because I love books. But yeah, so I've been using the library, so I haven't actually been buying a whole bunch of books. So I don't really have like a whole ton to show you, but I'm pretty excited about them. So, okay. The first one I'm going to start with, like I said, I've been using the library a lot, right? The first book that I'm going to show you, I actually read through the library, and I think it's going to be my #1 book of the year. It is so, like, oh, I love it so much, and I'm in like my middle grade era right now, so I'm reading a whole bunch of like middle grade, like haunted ghost story kind of things. It is so good that I was like, I can't stop thinking about it. Like, first off, I read it in like 6 hours. I read it very, very quickly. I'm just going to show you what it is because I can't stop talking about it and I love it so much. So this is Ghost Girl by Ali Melanenko. I think it's Melanenko. It's this. Hopefully you guys can see it. I read this in a 6-hour sitting. I got it from the library and I was like, oh my gosh, it's so good. And then after I took it back, I kept thinking about it and I kept thinking about it. And I said to my boyfriend, I was like, this is kind of like what some of the booktube people I've seen do. They'll borrow books from the library, and then if it's like a really good book that they can't stop thinking about, then they'll buy it. So I had a gift card to Amazon, and it was on sale for like $10 off, and I was like, this is perfect timing. So I bought this one for myself. I love it so much. I'm going to read you the inside. It says, Z Puckett loves ghost stories. She just never expected to be living in one. It all starts on a dark and stormy night when skies clear, everything's different. People are missing, there's a creepy new principal who seems to know everyone's darkest dreams, and Z is seeing frightening things. Large, scary dogs that talk, and maybe even a ghost. When she tells her classmates, only her best friend Elijah believes her. Worst, mean girl Nellie gives Z a cruel nickname, Ghost Girl. But whatever the storm washes up, it isn't going away. Everyone's most selfish wishes are starting to come true in creepy ways, and all of them, Z, Elijah, and Nellie, will have to work together if they're going to save their ghost story, if they're going to give their ghost story a happy ending. In this exciting, affirming novel, author Ali Melanenko, I'm not saying her last name right, I'm sorry about that, crafts a tale of friendship, self-love, and the importance of doing the right thing, wrapped up in a story so thrilling it would make Z Puckett proud. You guys, I think it's my #1 book of the year. Like, honestly, because I have not stopped thinking about it. I own it now, and I'm like, you know what, I should read Ghost Girl. Like, it's so good. I would give it 10 stars if I could. I'm just saying. Like, 5 stars, not enough. Not enough. It needs at least 6. There should be a 6th magical star on Goodreads that you can just add to, like, one book for the entire year. That should be, like, the golden button on, what's that show where they sing? America's Got Talent, and there's the golden buzzer, and then the gold falls down. There should be one 6-star read on Goodreads for the year. However, Goodreads, if you're listening to this and you decide to take that, that was my idea. I'm just putting that out there. Okay. Okay, so then, because I loved her book so much, I asked for the other one. So this is This Appearing House, also by Ali there. This one says, as long as anyone could remember, there isn't a house at the end of Juniper Drive until one day there was. So then it tells the story about how this house like appeared, and it's kind of like a ghost story as well. I don't really know a whole bunch about these books, but I know that you guys don't like us reading the synopsis kind of thing. This one I got from Jasmine, so thank you for the gift, Jasmine. Very much appreciate it. Then the next one I got from Jasmine as well, and this is The Curse of the Dead Man's Diamond by Christine Morel. Or Morel. Looks like that. So this one says, find the diamond, lift the cursed, free the ghosts. After 12-year-old Charlie moves to New York to the sticky, sweaty. Wow. And I don't edit. I don't have time for that. You know what? I was watching Becca from Becca in the Books. She was talking about how she edited for like 2 hours and she only had half her video done. Y'all, I don't have time for that. I don't have time to film these. Like, I'm not editing. So if you don't like it, oh well. Okay, so going back into the book, it says, find the diamond, lift the curse, free the ghost. After 12-year-old Charlie moves from New York to sweaty, sticky Florida, she'll do anything to get back home, even if it involves ghost. Winklevoss Manor, Charlie's new house, is a towering Victorian mansion famous for one thing. It's haunted. 3 ghosts, Ada, Arthur, and Guff, they live there, and not by choice. They're trapped, cursed for stealing dead man's diamond. A diamond, just like the ghost, is still in the house. What if the only way for Charlie is to get rid of the ghosts is by doing what she fears the most, confronting the past that haunts her. So I didn't read that very well, but hopefully you guys get the gist. Also, I think maybe it's a pirate-y kind of ghost story. I don't know why, but it makes me think of pirates. So that could just be me. I'm not sure. And then the next one I have is The Night Housekeeper by Laura Seneff. I think it's S-E-N-F. It's this one here. This is the sequel to The Clackety, which I actually got. It's on its way here. I just haven't gotten it yet. My friend Simone got it, but they told her that the order was delayed or something like that. So honestly, the doorbell could ring in one of the movies that I'm filming today and it might show up here. But I borrowed The Clackety from the library, and I'm on chapter 18, I think. 168 is the page, I think. And I realized about chapter 4, I was going to need to own this series. So I was like, I'm just going to put it in the wish list, see what happens. And because I hosted the raffle, I ended up getting gifted all of these because of the raffle. So this is the second one to that. I'm not going to read the back to you guys because I don't know what happens in the first yet. Like I said, I'm on 168 page or chapter 18, somewhere in there. So I don't want to know because the back of this might spoil something in that one. So I don't want to go there yet. But I'm excited to get this as well. And the third one just came out, I think in September. I think the third book for this series just came out in September. So now it's a completed series. Then we have The Bridge of Souls by V.E. Schwab. It's this one here. And this one is actually, I think this is either the second or the third book in this series. But with, I think, Simone's other book, because I think she got me 2 maybe. I'm going to have the whole entire series. Because Simone got me book 1 and I put it in my closet of gifts. And then I never opened it and now I can't find it. When I stopped buying books for myself because I was more worried about my mortgage than, treating myself to everything that I've ever wanted, I ended up doing some raffles and I had some gifts coming in. So I stuck them in my closet for days when I'm like, ooh, I need a treat. And then I go in there and then I open one. So I haven't been doing book hauls with you guys. Well, first off, I didn't film for a month. But I haven't been doing book hauls with you guys because I've only been opening them sporadically when I need a treat. So I kind of have 20 gifts in there right now that are just hanging out and waiting for me to open them. So the first one is in there somewhere and I don't know what this is about. But again, because this is not the first book, I don't want to read it out to you guys. But this is by, so V.E. Schwab is actually Victoria Schwab. I think she does Veronica Schwab? No, I think it's Victoria Schwab. I think. Anyways, if I'm wrong, it'll be on the screen maybe, if I remember. But she writes adult books as Veronica or Victoria. I think it's Victoria. It's Victoria. Yeah. So she writes adult books as Victoria Schwab, and then she writes young adult books and middle grade books as V.E. Schwab. So this is part of her middle grade series. And I think it's a ghost haunting kind of story. And then the last one I got from this raffle here was The Sherlock Society by James Pointy? Point-E. I'm not saying that last name right either. I'm not very good at pronouncing names, so that's a hardship. So it says, maybe if our last name was Baker, we would have sold cupcakes, or if it was Walker, we might have taken care of people's dogs when we were on vacation. But it's Sherlock, so starting a detective agency seemed like the thing to do, especially compared to the more traditional middle school money-making schemes like babysitting, boring, lawn mowing, sweaty, or cleaning the attic, boring and sweaty. I love that. My name is Alex Sherlock. Choked myself. I'm 12 years old and my sister Zoe is 13. We had enough of bratty kids and weed-filled yards and wanted something new and exciting for the summer. Tempted by the lure of adventure, we jumped at the chance to become detectives. So that's that there. And this is actually book 1 out of a series. It says book 1 on the side here. And the rest of them aren't out yet. This is brand new. The reason why it's in hardcover, because the majority of them I have here, other than Ghost Girl, is in softcover, because the softcover books are, because they're middle grade, they're like $11, $10, like stuff like that. So it's a pretty good deal to collect them. And like this one was, I think it was $24, like it's just regular price. Maybe it says it on the inside, I'm not sure. Yeah, so $24.99, but then Amazon had it on sale, I think for, or maybe this one wasn't on sale. Ghost Girl was on sale though. So when they're hardcover, they're like full price books, but when they're softer, they're actually like a super good deal. So I've been enjoying those. And then last, we have the Once Upon a Book Club Halloween edition. And like I said, this is from 2023. So I'm not 100% sure what the book is in here, but I'm excited to get into it. And like this box came nice. Like there's no damage on this. Like one of the ones I had gotten before was the young adult book box, and it was like crushed on the side. So like there's no damage to this one. So I'll probably end up keeping this in my closet and then having it as like a book display, because it kind of like, it looks like a book on the side. You know what I'm talking about? Like it's a pretty good box. So I'm pretty pumped for that. So I'll show you guys this. I haven't actually opened it yet. All I did was cut the tape. You guys know I like to wait for you. And I have had this for a while. I will say when I bought it, it was, I think it was either 25% off or 50% off. Like it was like a super good deal to get it. So, okay. This is amazing. This is amazing. Okay. I'm going to get the book out so I can show it to you guys. So the book is Hemlock Island by Kelly Armstrong. I love Kelly Armstrong. I love her books. So I'm super excited for this. It says, Lainey Kilpatrick has been renting her vacation home to strangers. The invasion of privacy gives her panic attacks, but it's the only way that she can keep her beloved Hemlock Island, which is the only thing she owes after a pandemic-fueled divorce. Oh, so this is like a pandemic thing. Okay. But broken belongings and campfires that nearly burned down the house have escalated to bloody bones, hexed circles, and now terrified renters who have fled after finding blood and nail marks all over the guest room closet. Oh my gosh. As though someone tried to crawl their way out and failed. Wow. When Lainey shows up to investigate with her teenage niece in tow, she discovers that her ex, Kit, has also been informed, and that he is there with his sister, Leia, and Lainey's former best friend. When Sadie, another old high school friend, charters a boat over with her brother, who's now a cop. There are tensions and secrets and whispers in the wood, and before long the discovery of a hand poking up from the earth, then a body that goes with it. But by all that time, someone has taken their own means of transportation off the island, and they're trapped with someone or something that doesn't want them to leave the island alive. That sounds amazing. It also sounds incredibly terrifying, and you guys know I'm reading the middle grade scary books because they're slightly scary. Like, this one sounds like it's gonna make me cry, and I'm gonna have to put it in the freezer. But I'm excited about it. It comes with a little kit, so it tells you like where to open up the pages, all of that kind of stuff. And then it comes with some presents in here. So I'm not going to open any of these yet until I read along with it. But there's page 53. This feels like it might be a book sleeve. Like just feeling it, that kind of feels like what it is. Then there's page 15. Very nice. There's page 92. And then there's page 145, which is like probably an art print or something like that. I'm not sure. So it feels really heavy though. It might be a notebook or something. I'm not sure. I don't know what it is. I'm super excited to open it though. Like, look at how cool this box is. Like, this box by itself is just like creepy and Halloween-y. So I'm pretty excited for that as well. But I am gonna try and read this. Now I've stuck this thing in here weird. But I am gonna try and read this book, like hopefully before the end of November kind of thing, so I can open up all the treats. And then if I do, I'll end up showing you guys what the treats are. So I can show you, because this one says like page 15. I'll just show you when I get to. So it says like open your gift like that. So then you know where you open your gift. And it usually has something to do with like the paragraph that's above it. And then it'll kind of be like along that lines. It got a little smushed like on the side, but that doesn't matter. Once it's like sitting in my bookshelf, it's not going to matter anyhow. Yeah, so that's what I ended up getting for Halloween. Do you guys have any Halloween reads that you like? Do you like any middle grade books? Have you read Ghost Girl? You should read Ghost Girl. Like, any of my recommendations from the year, that's the one. Honestly, I think it's going to be my book of the year. I'm not kidding. I read it in 6 hours, you guys. Like, I forgot to eat. my boyfriend's like, do you need a drink? And I was like, like, it wasn't even English because I was so focused. Like, oh, seriously, I'm pretty sure that was my best book of the year. But yeah, let me know if you've read any of these. Have you ever gotten a package from the Once Upon a Book Club people? Have you tried that before? Have you tried any actual book subscription boxes? I've never really, I had Owl Crate when it was still in Canada, when it was kind of brand new. I had that for like 3 months, I think. But other than that, I've never actually gotten like a book subscription box, other than the one-off books that I've gotten from the Once Upon a Book Club. Let me know how your day is going. Happy Halloween-ish. We're pretty close at this point. Please like this video and check out my description box for other content creators. And I do have Canadian Etsy's down there as well if you guys want to check those out. And thank you guys so much for spending a couple minutes of your day with me today. I really, really appreciate that. And I really, really appreciate you. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye! Happy Halloween! Bye!